what do we got going on over here? Hey YouTube, Diesel Dan Peters here. So I am on night shift, so I apologize if I look like I'm 100 years old. That's what night shift will do to you. But Cadet is all together, and we have the new fenders on. This one is used, but this one is the last brand new fender I could find in the States here. Give you a little rundown on what I was doing to it. For starters, literally for starters, it would no longer start anymore. I still have some of the tape on here that I had put just to help with the vibrations, but I realized I don't think it really needed as much as I had put. I probably could have just put some foam over here, but that's a whole nother story. It's fine now. I had to wire in an entirely new relay. So the relay went bad. Now this one came with a 5th wire, but this was only a 4-wire relay. So you can see how I wired it up, cleaned all the wiring up. Relay is good to go. It is literally wire for wire. That is how you wire it in. You can get these on Amazon. I think it came in a pack of 5 for $8. The relays were another $10. It was like another 10 relays or something crazy like that. Cranks right up. Choke. Now obviously I'm not going to run it in the garage with the door closed because I'm not that silly, but it is all ready to go. As a matter of fact, because I will be taking it out in a minute to make room for other projects that I have to finish. I got 1,000,001 projects to finish, YouTube, so don't worry. Even though this wasn't like a full video of everything I did to it, we are not even close to being done. Let me take these off and show you all what I had to do to this hood, because even though I did try to buy this hood brand new, they no longer sell it, unfortunately. It had shown that there was one last one. Oh, pardon me for my camera skills here for a second. In fact, we're gonna put you all down so that I don't give you all motion sickness over here. Go. Pop this hood off just enough so you can all see how much work really went into all this, because it was no small little task. And one thing I will note is we have one last thing I want to do to this. So if you all remember back to my Grizzly 600 that I had, God, probably 3 or 4 years ago now, it had this traveler winch on it that I had installed directly after my bachelor party when I got stuck in an absolute river. Literally got stuck in the middle of a river in the middle of the winter. Horrible frostbite. Loved every second of it though. I have the winch still from that. Well, that I would have had if I would have installed it in time. And I will be installing it on the front here, but I have to weld some sort of support beam or make bolt holes that goes right into here. That's going to be a whole nother feat. I don't know if I'm ready to do that yet. Let's see. Let's show you all under the hood carefully without breaking anything. As you can see, hold on, let me press the screen, make sure I'm showing you all everything. Oh, bear with me. There we go. This entire hood was cracked directly in half. Not only did I use metal staples and welded them into the plastic, I also welded plastic on top of that. This was about a week of me working on it. I also got the brand new headlights for the fenders because the original fenders that I had, as y'all probably remember, were destroyed. I was thinking of saving them, but honestly, they are so far gone. I don't know if anybody would even want those. Like, they are really absolutely destroyed. All right, continuing on, right? So I had to create a new wiring harness for this, which is all done. Finished the entire little harness. I got the plugs for the pigtails for the back of the headlights on Amazon. Amazon is great. You can all kind of see here. Press the screen. Yep, so I wired it directly into the two 12-volt outputs that turn on only when you turn the key to a certain position. So watch this. One click. Lights are on. Both lights are on. Then you click it again. All the way to the right, right before you go to start it. See? I still have the LED lights that I originally had on this as headlights, all hooked up, ready to go. So we're gonna have both headlights, and maybe down the road, I'll upgrade the headlights that are in it right now for LEDs. For now, this is perfect. I'm not worrying about it. In fact, I might have LEDs lying around somewhere for this, but like I said, I'm not worrying about it. It looks great. It's functional. I don't have to worry about the hood falling apart anymore because unfortunately the hood did not last after I did what I did to it years ago. I had stapled it, but I never put the plastic, like re-welded actual plastic into the area. And when I say weld, I mean like melt the plastic into the plastic that is already on here. It is ready to go. Oil change was done about 2 months ago. The amount of times I used this thing, it needed a little bit of work here and there. I got it for free from one of my really good neighbors at my old house that I lived in. And it's been absolutely fantastic. This thing owes me nothing. I love every second with it. The biggest things I bought for it when I first bought it, well, not bought it, but first acquired it, were the seats. These are memory foam seats. A little bit dirty. Like I said, this thing gets used. You know, I fill this entire bed up with dirt, put trees in here, use it for everything. Yeah, literally, this thing is great. I don't know how to describe it any more than that. Always works for me. So, if any of you are ever looking for a UTV that is not a John Deere Gator, because God, all of them are John Deere Gators. Don't get me wrong, I love the Gator, but this has such a good rear transmission that this is what you should all really be looking for. I'm not a sales pitch. I'm not trying to sell Cub Cadet, because I don't know how their new UTVs are. But this thing absolutely just kills it every time, effortlessly, for that matter. So if any of y'all ever have any questions about it, just let me know. I'm probably going to combine this entire thing into one video. I'm trying to think of what else I've done to it over the years. I needed a new starter at one point when I first got it, which came with the new little relay that attaches to it. I made these new fenders for it last year, which look absolutely amazing. What else did I do to this? Obviously spark plugs. I think this is the second time I've done spark plugs at this point. I've used it to tow stuff around the yard. I also did, I will remove this bed because I'm sure some of y'all have this problem with some of these. Now I haven't hooked up a bed lift for this yet, but that is in the works. That is something I do want to do to it. So eventually it will have a bed lift, but that's going to be a lot of planning and configuring, which I have not really gone too far into thinking of yet. My main thing was I had the parts already to get all this together. Oh, and that's the other thing. Even these little fenders, these are right from AutoZone. All I did was cut out, drill out the holes, and they bolted right up. Easy, you know. It's got a new air filter, new belt, all the clutching and everything, that's all original. The clutch did need to be sanded down very finely around where it spins, because it was actually catching at one point and not being able to start. Another problem it had was the voltage regulator, which I upgraded to a 30 amp. But continuing on, I did convert this to be completely manually switched into gear, and also for the differential. So as you can tell here, this is just a little go-kart switch. And basically you wait till it's in gear and driving. You can kind of see how it's moving back there, but it doesn't move enough until it's actually in gear. So I have it set up to mainly be open axle, but I can make it a posi rear where both wheels are spinning, which is all you really need. for something that you're using in the yard. I have never gotten stuck to the point where I needed to get another ATV or anything like that. What else did I do to this? I also made the transmission shift from drive to neutral to reverse with cables, as opposed to the original buttons that it had, because those buttons all went bad. Another thing, right out of a go-kart. This is out of a GY6 go-kart. I welded up an entire plate that goes over here, and as you can see down there, see, it all switches. I keep it all lubed up, so it's always easy to switch. But this is just like how you would find a John Deere Gator. It's all manual, and it works perfect. Never had any problems with it. I think once I lost one of the bolts because I didn't Loctite it. There's vibrations with this, you know, I'm using it all the time. So stuff like this is going to happen every once in a while. I'm trying to think, what else did I do to this? Tires are how I got it. Everything else is how I got it, besides the fenders. Yeah, all the fenders actually at this point, including these rear ones. Like I said, I bed lined these. These are just out of a trailer, and luckily they fit perfectly, so I used them. Had to get a new bed lift for it as well, because that one actually, I don't remember what happened to it. I think it broke off. Yeah, I think I snapped it off. It was the actual bolt that goes up here. Had snapped off, but like I said, I'm gonna keep that, but I will be putting 2 electric bed lifts on here to help me dump stuff that I have in the bed. All in the works. I brainstorm about a lot of different things at once, so I don't know when it's gonna come. But when it does come, y'all will have a Cub Cadet video with a bed lift eventually on it. And by that point, maybe I'll make up my mind on how I'm gonna weld up or make this winch work, because like I said, I'm not gonna let it go to waste. I already tested it, still works great. I do have to put a new hook on the end, but at the very least, it is all together. Without further ado, YouTube, I am shot. I gotta go to bed. Hope you're all doing good, and hope you all have an amazing day. Diesel Dan Peters signing out for now.